Retention on construction projects. Could it be a thing of the past? The Small Business Protections Late Payments Bill has just has its first reading in Parliament. Now, if that comes into force, may take 2 or 3 years, then one of its provisions will be to ban retention in UK construction contracts. So, what is retention? What's currently happening? And what are my thoughts on the implications of this if it goes through? Well, for those who don't know, retention was a process that was brought in, so I understand, in the during the railway boom of the 1840s, where it was very difficult for clients to get any contractors to finish projects. This was because there was so much work going on at the time, and they would jump from one to another. So a 20%, would you believe, a 20% retention was brought in at that time. Now, I know that retention is a very sore point with contractors and subcontractors in the UK construction industry, and rightly so. But at 3 or 5%, as it currently is, imagine the response if it was 20%. So things could be worse, guys. So retention, basically, for those who don't understand it, is the amount, a small amount, as I say, either 3 or 5%, depending on the contract and the value of the job, which is withheld from interim payments from clients to contractors and from contractors to subcontractors. It has a significant effect on cash flow, particularly for subcontractors and SMEs, and they would undoubtedly welcome the idea of its abolition. Now, that may very well happen. On the other hand, a word of warning. If this happens, the client will lose his financial leverage to get contractors and contractors in return to get subcontractors to come back and finish snagging and finish things off properly. The danger there, I think, is that whilst things like practical completion aren't fully defined under a JCT contract, for instance, it's a bit of a sort of a grey area as to exactly what will happen here. But my view is that because that financial leverage will be lost, that there'll be a more stringent process applied to signing off work and achieving practical completion and the like, because the client, frankly, has no other leverage against the contractor. Now, it may also improve quality. It may therefore also result in contractors and subcontractors not wanting to have defects and not wanting to delay their practical completion. The quality may improve at source, and therefore, when it's signed off, it may be a better process in the longer term. But whatever the implications are, watch this space. We'll keep you informed, and thank you for watching.